Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer. And it's come to an end. And this is my review of Season 6 of Better Call Saul. And I'm going to just say this right now. This is one of the greatest character studies ever put on television. Hands down, without a shadow of a doubt, Gould and Gilligan know what they're doing when it comes to crafting such an impressive series and great character work. And what this last season offers up, I guess I'm going to save Jimmy for last. But this season feels like it's kind of in three parts. Because like the first part is Jimmy and Kim's kind of breaking bad of what they're trying to do with Howard Hamlin and messing with him and really pushing him to the edge. And that's a lot of fun, and it's that crooked con man grifter kind of Jimmy McGill stuff that really delighted people throughout this series, and it's at its peak when they're doing this to Howard this season. The middle chunk is where this series straight up punches you in the face, and it's just like end in the gut and nuts all at the same time, just like bam bam bam. And you have incredibly poignant and emotional and impactful moments that wrap up Nacho's story, which Michael Mando really stood out in this series for himself and really made a name for himself. You see how Howard's story comes to quite the shocking and tragic turn of events, and Patrick Fabian was just so pitch perfect as his character. You have Jonathan Banks as Mike Ehrmantraut, who has one of the most poignant interactions with Nacho's father that really captures Mike as a character and really sets up where he goes in, Breaking Bad. And Giancarlo Esposito as Gus Fring is so pitch perfect, and you just add layers to this character that you didn't think you could add. And Tony Dalton, there's a reason they kept bringing Lalo back, because he was just that good, and he gets to charm it up one last time here, and he has quite the confrontation between him and Gus in this final season. But really, the kicker is where this series takes Kim and Jimmy, and the incredible acting that Rhea Seehorn delivers in this series. There's one particular scene that absolutely demolished me, and I'm just like, I can't. And it demolished Jimmy too, because what we get is such an interesting cut. There's one particular scene at the end of one of these episodes that bridges that gap of Better Call Saul to Breaking Bad. And you see and you understand, and it just hits why Jimmy had full-blown become Saul Goodman. And then the final couple episodes with you're just like, that wasn't the end? The final couple episodes where we are looking at Gene, who's Jimmy and Saul post Breaking Bad, in this incredible, beautiful black and white filming, can't help himself. And we see Jimmy to the core and why he can't stop grifting and conning. And this final episode is one of the best character pieces you'll see on television. And bringing back so many great characters with work from Cat's Out of the Bag. Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul were back in this season for really good, meaningful character moments. You have Chuck McGill coming back. It was so great seeing Michael McKean back one last time. Really capturing who Saul Goodman is, who Jimmy McGill is, and this leaving you off with finally Jimmy coming back to his senses and trying to find some semblance of redemption. And where this last season takes the audience and Jimmy is a roller coaster ride from, honestly, Kim really pushing him along Because Kim was what kept him grounded, what kept him a good person. And when she ripped that to shreds, seeing him divulge into who Saul Goodman is, and then seeing this creation of Jean and not being able to differentiate itself from Saul and that con and all of that, and slip in Jimmy McGill, and seeing where his character goes throughout this last season is really impressive. And this is how you stick a landing. This is how you really own the character work. There's tons of tension in this season too. It's like unnerving at times with how deep the tension is, and how they thread this all together and making it a meaningful prequel to Breaking Bad, a companion piece, and also kind of a conclusion in ways. This is a complex story, and what Vince Gilligan and Peter Gould are able to do with this show is incredible. And not to beat you over the head with superlatives, this is one of the best shows on television, one of my favorite shows of all time. I'm going to miss this. I'm going to miss it a lot. I'm one of those people, I like this more than Breaking Bad. But that's just me. But this had it all, this last season. And if you haven't watched Better Call Saul, well, now you have all 64 episodes to check up on. And it'll definitely be worth your time. But those are my thoughts on Season 6, the final season of Better Call Saul. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.